Hello there, Virgo. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's for Virgo for September of 2018. Couple quick announcements. The prayer class is out there. So are the sutras for you. There's two short videos over at the channel that explain them. The prayer class is how to structure prayers for manifestation, this kind of work. The sutras are thought forms you put into a meditation. Very simple. Takes 5 minutes a day. It's in two parts because it has to be. It just makes all of your messages and things way more clear. So for those of us doing this work, it's a good another tool for our toolbox. And I mean, 5 minutes a day, it's really worth it for anybody getting into it. This kind of work, it really makes your messages clear, or even if you want clear messages for your own self. But I made it so you can buy part one, then part two, or buy both of them, and it's discounted. Anyhow, I've pulled 4 cards for us for the month, and we're going to use the bottom card on the deck for an overall view of the month and pull an angel card to hopefully bring everything together for us. Now, because I'm an empath, I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you. All of us Virgos out there are now named Frankie for the time of the reading. Look at your moon sign and your rising sign. You get a more comprehensive view of the month. These are just general readings, and I don't think the cards will go week by week. I think they're going to blend in and out, kind of like a theme throughout the month for us. Now, I'm getting a message for us, and looking down at these cards, the messages seems logical. It's like hash the things out, Virgo. Hash it out. Something gets complicated, crazy, whatever. We'll get better results if we talk about it, work it over, try to discuss it. Our words are really good. They're humor, truth, risk, honesty, and purification. And that purification word to me means I've cried more than enough tears. So I know that might be the case for some of us Virgos this month. Don't know what August was like for us, but our bottom card on the deck is the devil. Don't panic, the devil's not coming to get us. I always think of the devil card, I see this big old pentacle, and that's like the boundaries in the material plane, the things that we're attached to. It can mean sex, drugs, and rock and roll, but it is actually, if used well, it's a really, really good card because it's Saturn in Capricorn. Saturn's a taskmaster. It's the Lord of Karma. What that means is if I learned my lessons very well, right, I can build castles in the air and castles in the ground. It's on the ground. It's a card that can actually manifest if I've used the truth of how things are. Sometimes we feel bound or restricted in some manner with this card. Maybe that's our purification word, but it is Capricorn type energy. It could be a Capricorn type person that is around us. We're earth energy also. But if this card's used well, like I said, if we learn the lessons of the past, cried more than enough tears, we had more than enough risky stuff, around our life, we actually absorb the wisdom of Saturn and Capricorn, we can manifest on the earth plane. Now, this card could be, maybe we're fighting with someone about drugs, sex, and rock and roll, because these are general readings. Maybe it's a kid, maybe it's a partner around us for some of us. But our original message was hash it out. So it's like work on it. See what we can do. Come to the truth of it, and if it was somebody around us doing risky behavior, face it straightforwardly and honestly. That's our word, honesty, come to the truth, do whatever, because our next card is really a good card. It's the Ten of Pentacles. That's like we're more than sufficient financially. This is earth energy also. So for those of us that use this energy right, we might be, we are more than sufficient in monies. We may have more than enough to help someone else out. You know, we'd be focusing a lot on home and family and things that were important to us this month, you know, and finances, how things go, maybe issues of bringing in more. But this is a happy card. It's a good card. It's truth. It's honest. It feels like the lessons of Saturn. I used them very well and wisely, you know, and that brought me to where I need to be. Now, if we get, you know, because this really is a good home family type card where I have the time to focus on the right things going on in my life. So if the devil card is one of my kids getting in trouble, maybe I'm going to take the time, turn around, maybe take off some time off of work or something like that to hash it out, get the situation down or get things right about what's going on. These are general readings. I can't hone it down for any one of us, but the cards are kind of a little bit crazy here, seeing as that devil energy, you know, is the overriding thing, and our message is hash it out, you know, because our next card here is we have a lot of swords energy in this reading. So it's a Three of Swords. This can be, you know, being betrayed by a friend, a family member, maybe husband, wife, partner, a three-party situation coming in, you know, where someone else steps in and disrupts a relationship, you know. Maybe that's why we're getting that message, hash it out. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be a love relationship, a triangle like that. Could be a broken up friendship, a broken up, you know, partnership and business, and because we have the Ten of Pentacles there, you know, maybe that's a portion of it, or perhaps somebody with this devil energy doing something wrong and it breaks our heart, you know. But it's a situation that was hard for us to handle or take. So maybe it happened last month, but when we get these kind of situations, we cry, that purification word, cry, but we come to conclusions with this, where I have cried more than enough tears. And that's a lesson like of the Lord of Karma here that can be used to manifest proficiently and not make the same mistake again. You know, like, let's say a scenario that popped in my head. Maybe I walked away from a good relationship, you know, in the past, and all of these crazy things were happening or whatever, and that was a lesson that I learned, you know, and now I have those lessons, so I can use that devil energy better, you know. They're like under my belt or in my belt already. I know what they are, you know, so that'll be that way for some of us too. But the next energy is quite interesting because it's the Knight of Swords, and that's aggressive, pursuing things aggressively. So we are not sword energy, we're Virgo, we're earth energy. This can be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius type energy. You know, he has blood on his sword. This is someone who is ready to risk it all. You know, like a fighting type energy, moving forward aggressively. It can be someone around us being actively aggressive, you know, like pushing their point at us, you know, that kind of energy coming at us. Hopefully it's not us, you know. It can be us, actually, if we are pursuing what we want, our intellectual pursuits or our opinions or our views so aggressively that it's like no one else's views matter. You know, normally I would feel with this type of energy, it's something or someone around us that maybe brought that heartache with the devil energy too, you know. But this is someone who is hell-bent, you know, on having the argument or speaking their piece, you know, that kind of deal. Don't care about what anybody else crying, you know, but I'm going to do it, you know. And it's pretty fast moving energy at us too, you know, because it is aggressive. It could be someone at our work, you know, that a boss that's acting out or acting like that, not taking the time to think things through, you know, and just spitting things out. The Knight of Swords energy can be very risky, like one of our words here, you know, but swords are, they usually are going for the truth or at the truth at all costs. Sometimes, you know, if we think of the Ace of Swords, it's a sword of truth, you know. This is more immature, not like the King of Swords or the Queen of Swords, you know, but it's energetics of a more aggression, arguments, my way or the highway type energy. So keep that in mind throughout the month, because I know we're going to make it all the way through this, because we have that 10 of Pentacles and we're done. We cried more than enough tears. So for those of us Virgos that are encountering these kind of situations, remember this, because now we have the Four of Swords, and that's the card of rest and respite. Comes after maybe the heartbreak of the three. We have them both, you know. Our word is humor. Keep our sense of humor during this time. If it gets a little difficult, hash it out. This can make us feel monastic, like we're just, sometimes maybe with this Three of Swords energy, you know, we've been ill. This could be the recuperation period, you know, in between, and we did our boo-hoos, you know, now we're getting better, coming back to it. It's a time of introspection. It's a time when we are healing, you know. So with this, it's turn off the telephones, you know, take the R&R that we need, whatever the situation that came about or was around us. Take that time, take that energy, take the time to ourselves. Rest, go within, turn off the phone, turn off the TV, turn off the people, you know, and recuperate. Get our brains back together, put ourselves back on stable ground, keep our sense of humor. We can't even have a sense of humor, you know, when we got all this other crazy energy. You know, take this honestly, truthfully, you know, go within, think about the lessons, think about what we want in our lives. It's that time that we need to make great decisions, and our original message about hash it out. What brings us this Ten of Pentacles energy, because we're getting it. It's coming here. Another scenario that just popped in my mind is some of us could have been going through a really trying time with a partner with this devil energy, Three of Swords, Knight of Swords energy, Ten of Pentacles. We may be recovering from maybe a divorce case or something. So for those of us for that kind of energy, or support case or something to that manner, those of us with that kind of energies going on, that Ten of Pentacles would mean we're coming into the stability, or the thing's going to be over. I don't have any judgment or justice cards in here, but it would feel like that type of energy for those of us that were going through this, you know, bad situation. We're coming out on top, you know, and that would be good if there's something we can talk over, hash out, with someone else, I think that's going to be to our benefit, because we have that Ten of Pentacles energy in there. We need to, I guess we'll have to stand up for ourselves, take the risk. Our words in there, be honest and truthful with ourselves, hash it out, speak it over, and take the time with the Four of Swords energy, to be able to think. To be able to think. This is odd. I shuffled these cards up before I even started, and I just shuffled them again. It's family. And I can't remember. I think it was just today while I was doing these. Maybe Cancer got this one too. It says, this situation is rooted in an emotional experience with a family member. Now that can be work. It can be friends for those of us, like co-workers, friends, because these are general readings, which we can help you understand and heal. In your mind and heart, surround this person, yourself, with the experience of calming blue light, many angels. Be open to the gift within the situation and allow yourself to feel peace. That's the second time that came up, and I shuffle them twice before I do this, and then pull them from wherever Spirit has told me to do it. It says, this card means that the question you asked about is related to a family issue. It could be some healing work is needed concerning one particular family member. I just remember reading this. It's the first person that comes into your mind while you're reading this. Doesn't somebody pop in your mind, Virgo? It's like, boing. That always happens to me. It says, or this card might signal a need for more family togetherness, which is true with that Ten of Pentacles. That's family time and stuff, such as spending an evening or a holiday together. Your angels will guide you through this passage. The additional meanings are, a new member to your family is entering. You have friends who are like second family to you. It's time to face old feelings so they can be released and cleared. Release an unwanted pattern by forgiving one or more of your family members, including yourself. And that would be this devil energy. The Saturn and Capricorn type energy, if it's used right, and I've had enough lessons, I move forward. I build castles in the air, and I manifest them on the ground. Well, Virgo, that's our crazy reading for this month. I want to tell you all, thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes, and your comments. I read each and every one of them. If you want to know more about me or just go neb about me, all the information is down below the screen at the website. Or if you want to set an appointment with me, all of the information to do that is over at the website. Now I'm taking off at the end of August till probably it'll be close to the middle of September for a rest, and I'm doing it again in the middle of October. Anyhow, you would keep that in mind, that if you don't reach me or something, or if you keep it in mind, reach me as soon as you can, and I'll get you on the schedule. And to everybody I've met through doing these YouTube videos for 2 whole years, and to all of you I've met through 29 years of doing this work, I want to tell you all, it's been an honor, a joy, and a privilege to be able to serve you, and hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.